Hey, I think we should start a podcast.
You're a podcast! What's up, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of You're a Podcast. I'm your host, one of your hosts, Austin Kassler, and this is my lovely wife.
Faith. Hi.
And she is lovely. Well, you got a really good episode planned for you guys today. A lot of catching up to do. We've had quite a few things going on.
Yeah, we took a little mini break since we had some backlogged and the Thanksgiving's coming up. Decided to spend some time with the fam.
Yep. We had a good Thanksgiving. We do kind of an interesting Thanksgiving because Faith doesn't like turkey because she's not an American. Hates America.
It just is gross. I don't know why anybody likes
it. Doesn't like pilgrims or Native Americans.
I like Native Americans. Pilgrims seem like they kind of suck. They brought all those diseases over, kind of killed a bunch of people for no reason.
That is true.
Native Americans are cool.
Native Americans are kind of badass, right?
Yeah. Seems like it.
They believed in some wild shit, though.
Doesn't like everybody?
Giant bears fighting the wind to make mountains and shit like that. I don't know. I'm not researched in this.
But some people think that God lives on a planet next to the sun. So, or
yeah, and that's some wild shit too.
End of sentence.
Yep, that's true. So, people do that. People believe.
People like to believe in things, and I think it's nice to have that comfort. To have faith is nice, not a play on my name.
I do. I have you, and that is nice. I would have to agree with
all the
that
faith
statement. You need. But yeah, back to Faith not being an American. She stole a birth certificate that says she was born here.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
She does not like turkey
or pie.
Yeah.
I think the pie thing is more quote unquote un-American than
hates pie
turkey, because turkey, I mean, most people can agree it's pretty gross. It's dry. Not that many people actually like turkey. They only have it on Thanksgiving for a fucking reason,
and in a lot of fucking sandwiches.
Yeah,
lots of sandwiches.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, turkey is not very good anyways, and it makes my tum really upset. Makes me have to poo.
I make a rockin' turkey. Thank you very much.
Yeah, yours was the last turkey I ever had, and it was fine. I just would rather have other fowl.
That's true. Faith is a very interesting person, culinary speaking. Well, you're kind of an interesting person anyways, but as far as... It sounded
like an insult the way you said it. Faith is a very head tilt interesting person.
Yep, I did do the head tilt. We got to get that video going, man. So
you looked at me like a weird bug. I don't know what you were doing.
But, well, it's because we end up having duck for Thanksgiving.
And it's delicious. Why are you complaining?
It's really, I'm not complaining. I love it. But I do also like me some roast turkey.
Make yourself a turkey. Mine's a tiny one. You need like a Cornish game turkey.
There's no such thing as a Cornish game turkey. But because Faith doesn't like turkey, it makes her stomach really upset.
And it makes me sleepy.
It makes everybody sleepy. But you know what? Like us Americans just fucking deal with it.
I don't want to be sleepy and have to poo.
It makes everybody sleepy and have to poo.
That's
what eating does.
Makes my tummy all bubblegutty.
Yeah.
I don't like the Bee Gees. Thank you. And not like the band.
I do like
I like
the Bee Gees,
the band, but I don't like just letter B, letter G, apostrophe S, bubble guts. Don't like the Bee Gees.
But no, so we do duck every year, which by the way, just because you mentioned making you have to poop, I've been doing like this intermittent fasting where I'm fasting for at least 16 hours a day.
Yeah, you're a champ. I need to eat.
Yeah, anywhere from like 16 to 20 hours a day that I'm just like not eating. But over this last weekend, I've been not doing that over Thanksgiving, and like the following days, we've had kind of a couple of cheat days. And I have to tell you, I've been making so much poo.
Yeah,
It's
I bet.
bananas, dude. Recently I've been going to the bathroom like once a day. Sometimes it'll like skip a day. But I'm not eating that much normally.
You only eat like 2 meals and a snack.
Yeah,
Maybe.
or like a meal and a snack. It depends on the day.
A meal and like 3 snacks, I feel like. 'Cause you always have your little rice cake with peanut butter and then like some pickles or sandwich meats or something, and then like an actual meal.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate as to like what I've been eating. Although I think I'm maybe not eating enough calories because I'm also like not losing a ton of weight with eating as much as I'm eating.
Just holding it on.
Huh?
Body's just holding on to it.
Might be. So I'm gonna adjust a couple things. If anybody's who's listening is like a dietitian,
Nutritionist,
and
any kind of
nutritionist, you know,
student
got
therein
some
that knows
tips
stuff
for me, hit me up. I'm willing to experiment. That's just gonna be
like a
the name of
Craigslist
my,
ad.
That's gonna be
Getting
the name
kinky.
of my autobiography. Austin Casser, willing to experiment.
Probably. It's good.
I gotta write that down. That's not a bad autobiography.
We're taking that. Nobody else take it.
Yeah.
It's ours.
Copyright it right now. But dude, I've been making so much poo. I've been pooing. I've been making a lot. Like at least twice a day. Big poos.
It's too much.
That's a lot of poo.
My tummy's been a little upset from all the sugar since I'm not used to eating sugar, but I made a really delicious chocolate cake. Which,
I thought you were going to say
if
you made a really big poo.
I didn't make a big poo. I've made some decent normal size ones. But if you guys didn't see my Instagram story about what happened to my poor chocolate cake, you should go to our Instagram page at You're a Podcast and look at the highlights. I saved it. It's a tragedy, really. I only just got over it. But it was a delicious cake still, just hideously ugly. And I made chocolate chip cookies.
Well, are you going to tell the story about it all? Or are you just going to...
Just make them go to our Instagram.
All right.
I could tell it. It's short. I'll do the short version. Long story short, guys. My cat jumped on the table where my cake was. I shooed her away. Knocked over the cake stand. Cake started falling. Caught it. Ugly as fuck. The end.
You caught the cake with your... With
my
your
bare hand.
meat hooks,
Yes.
sinking into the chocolate mush that ended up being the cake.
Yeah.
Like just grab that poor cake.
I mean, it's really better this way. Tonks would have gotten really sick probably eating all the chocolate cake that got on the ground.
Yeah, if it had actually fallen on the floor,
We still ate it even though my hand was all over it.
It was really good.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was. It was super moist. It didn't have
You
too
just
much
said the
frosting.
M word. People might not want us
Oh,
to.
get over it. Grow up.
People hate it.
Moist.
I have a bigger problem with like penetration as a word than moist. It's just very aggressive.
Penetration is a very aggressive word.
Yeah.
Moist is like
It's just a descriptor. I don't know what people's problem is.
it is commonly used to describe something dirty,
Yeah.
but
We
whatever.
live in Oregon. Everything's moist
Everything's
here.
moist. Yeah. Just constantly saturated.
But yeah, so I made cake and bread and cookies. So Austin had a lot of carbs. I had a lot of sugar.
It was a good
couple days.
Good couple days that we had there. And Faith makes her grandma's rolls every year. And
Every year they get better. I'm
every
getting
year
close.
they get better. This has definitely been the best year as far as rolls go.
Yeah. Best year as far as chocolate cake goes too, because it's never happened.
That's true.
It can only go up from here, right?
Well, I mean, the cake could be worse.
Yes.
But it'll definitely look better. 100%.
One would hope. I'm just going to keep using the same recipe. I like that one.
Yeah, it was good.
I found it on the internet, guys. Some blog. I can't remember, but it was good. And
I hate getting recipes from blogs, though.
they always tell some fucking insane story at the
Yeah,
beginning. You're like, why do I even care?
This is the story of how I created the recipe.
I was sitting there under a tree and a cocoa plant fell on my head and I discovered gravity and decided to make a cake.
And I make this for my children every 3 weeks and they love it.
And they tell
always
all
tell
their
me,
friends.
blah, blah, blah. And it's like a whole dissertation. And I'm like, I just want your
wouldn't
stupid
mind
recipe.
Like a paragraph. just a brief, like, this is kind of the story behind it, but it's always so long. You have to scroll to like halfway down the damn page, and then the actual instructions are like one paragraph, and you're like, what?
Tiny.
Why did they take so long with this?
If your description of the recipe is longer than the directions and the recipe, if you put those together and your description of how you got there is longer, go fuck yourself.
Probably make some changes there.
I'm trying to make it myself. I don't care about like you and your backstory for it and everything.
The only thing that I have a problem with those types of things is I was trying to like follow the recipe for the cake on my phone, and every time my phone would lock, it would go back to the top of the page.
Yeah.
So I had to like scroll
to go on a
to get all the way back
digital
to where I
expedition.
was. Yeah.
Jesus.
But yeah, so I did that. Austin made duck. It was delicious.
Some
we
roast
just had
duck.
My mom and her boyfriend over. We were supposed to have some Austin's friends over, but they got a little drunk at their other Thanksgivings and couldn't make it.
Yeah, but like
good for them.
So many people get busted for DUIs on like Thanksgiving and Christmas and holidays. Well, on regular days too, but especially on holidays.
Yeah.
Because one, that's when the cops are really looking for those Deweys. And they're also grumpy because they're working on the holidays. And I totally understand that. So, if you're drunk and you're like, hey, man, I'm not going to come over. I'm too drunk to drive.
We are going to be deeply offended.
No, I'm always like, cool, man.
Yeah, smart choice.
Stay there, sober up, get home safe. No drunk driving accidents, no Deweys. We're good to go. Make it easy
for everyone. But yeah, and then week before Thanksgiving, which we also didn't record because I drove to California with my mom on an impromptu trip for like 3 days. Mm-hmm. Not even, it was 2 days down there and another day of travel. Lame.
That is the thing with driving from Oregon to California, where a lot of our family lives.
Yeah, because we're from Southern California, so it's 14 hours there.
Mm-hmm. It's a full day of travel.
Yeah.
On, that cuts into however much time you're down there.
Yeah. So we were not home for 4 days, but 2 of them were driving.
Yeah.
But it was super good seeing my sister and my niece and my in-laws. Austin wasn't there, but I got to stay with them and get dinner. It was good. We didn't get to see as many people as we wanted to because we knew we were only going to be there for 2 days, but always a good time seeing family right before the holidays, especially. I remember when we first moved up here, I had a really hard time not seeing my family during the holidays. I get that seasonal depression, and it's always worse on actual holidays.
Well, yeah, because it's always supposed to be like a family time, get together with your family and do whatever, like your traditions and whatnot. And when you move away and you're like us, you can't afford to
go down all the time
or take that much time off work or whatever.
Go down all the time.
Oh, I can afford to go down a lot. I think we know that. I've proven that time and again. And from previous podcasts, we know that I will keep affording to go down until I pass out.
This is true.
I'm a hard worker down in the mines.
Don't say that.
Nobody works harder than I do down under. All right. Now that that's out of the way.
Yeah. So it is hard around the holidays not being able to do the things that, your family has tradition wise. Like, I know your family will like trade where they go for each holiday between like your relatives down there, but they also do like, what is it? That gift exchanging shenanigans.
So traditionally it's called the Yankee swap.
Yeah, that's it.
But a lot of my extended family is from Boston and does not like the Yankee swap, so they call it the Red Sox swap. And it's kind of fun, but people kind of get mean about it.
Yeah.
So basically the idea is like everybody pitches in a present. And
Does
then
it have like a price limit or?
yeah, there's a price limit. I think it's like
I was
$25.
just saying some of your family's wealthy, so it'd be kind of not fair.
Well, some are wealthy. It's like any family. Some are wealthy, some are not.
I'm just saying, like if there wasn't a price limit, it'd be rude.
No,
to
there's
some.
a price. There's a price limit. I think it's like $25
Okay.
or something. It might be 50, depends. I forget. But so like everybody pitches in a present, wraps it up, and then you like draw a number between like however many people pitched in, and whoever gets like number one, they'll go first.
Uh-huh.
And that's what you want. You want number one to go first, or you want like a later number. Because the first person who draws grabs a present, opens it, and goes, ooh, look what I got. I got this. And then the second person who goes can either choose to steal the first
one.
person's gift
Okay.
or open a new one. And so let's say they open a new one, they get that one, great, we move on to the third person. But if they choose to steal the first person's gift, then the first person
Just to open a new one.
gets to open a new one. So at the end of the turn, everybody has an open gift. And then I think the other rule that we had to establish was that like once something was stolen 3 times, it was locked in, because
People would just steal forever.
well, because you would open up a gift and it'd be like $25 cash, and then everyone would just be like
Give me the
cash
money.
grabbing. But so it goes all the way around, and I have a big extended family, so it's like
Takes forever.
30 people
Yeah.
that get in on this every year.
I have a question to
Yeah.
interject real quick. For your particular family, do you have to bring 5 gifts? One for each of you? Or do you not do that?
Like me and my direct family.
Yeah. So like, because you were children, so did you have to bring a gift to participate?
No,
Or is it just one? Because then there's not enough for
So
the
it's-
amount of people.
it's basically however many gifts you put in
Or how many
is how many numbers you get.
Got it. Okay.
Um,
I just wonder because then everybody doesn't get to play.
And it's one per person. So like, let's say my family, there's 5 of us.
So
We
you
show
have to bring
up.
5 gifts.
No. Let's say my family, we show up, there's 5 of us, and we go, here's one gift. We're just going in as
A family.
the family.
Got it.
That's fine. But let's say like mom and dad go in, they have their separate ones, and the kids are just kind of involved. That's fine too. But then mom and dad both get a number. And then as like us as the kids started getting older and started being able to actually like afford gifts,
Yeah.
then we could start jumping in ourselves if we wanted.
Cool. Okay.
But-
Continue.
So anyways, back to why you want to be the first person, because if you go first, by the time everybody goes around, if you like your gift, you can hold on to it, or you can choose to steal something from anybody.
Doesn't the last person get to do that too?
No,
Why?
because you go last and there's one present left, right? So you can either say, I want to open that present,
Got it.
or I want to steal something from
That's already
anybody
out.
else.
Or if
who-
that last present's the best present.
you don't know.
Exactly.
So you can steal from anybody or open up the last present, and then once everything's open, then the first person, because they didn't have the option to steal, then they get to steal from whoever. So everybody's like,
It's like a deal or no deal situation.
oh, there's some bribery going
Yeah.
on for that first spot for sure. Yeah, whether it's monetary or psychological bribery, there's
Extortion.
there's some strategy going down. Yeah.
Does your family have any other traditions
I
for the holidays?
mean, we do that. Yeah, not let the kids open their presents until like 1 PM. It was some bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
We were because we were kids, we're like so excited. We get all these presents and we're like, you know,
Wake up.
that special kind of excited that you only have until you're about 9 years old.
Yeah.
And then you grow out of it.
Then life hits ya.
You kind of know how to control your emotions at that point.
Yeah.
But you know, that crazy excited that you used to get, where you just feel like you're gonna explode. And we're like, wake up, we gotta open presents and blah blah blah. And like my parents and my grandparents would like slowly wake up,
Get completely ready.
They'd get dressed, they'd take showers, and if we opened presents, we were in deep shit.
Yeah.
Like, not waiting for them or something. And then they'd make coffee, and then they'd be like, we're gonna make breakfast. And
your family takes so long to make breakfast.
My family makes amazing breakfasts,
But only if you want to wait 3.5 hours.
3 hours to make, and we don't start making breakfast
Till like
until
10:30.
11 a.m. Yeah.
Got to eat before breakfast. 2 breakfasts.
Yeah. And we had to wait until after breakfast to open the presents.
I'm sure after it was cleaned up too.
Yeah. It was such shit, dude.
It's not a fun tradition.
By the time we opened our presents, all the other kids were outside
Playing with their
done
presents.
and bored with their presents. They're like, oh yeah, I got this, but it's like whatever now. And I'm like, I just got my present opened 5 minutes ago.
With my family, on the other hand, it depends on who I'm with. When I'm with my dad, we open presents. We open one present at midnight. You get to pick whichever one you want. That means as a child, you're going for the biggest box that has your name on it.
Yeah.
Which doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be something good, but you do it. So we open one at midnight, and then the next day, once we are all awake, not eating breakfast, but awake and it's sun shining, we'll open the rest of the presents. And especially when I was a kid and my dad was married to one of his ex-wives and there was 7 kids, it was insanity how many presents there were. At one point we were living in this like double wide prefab home, and the living room was fairly large for a living room, and the presents and the tree in the corner had gone so far that we couldn't even use our front door. Our front door was completely blocked. That's how many presents there were. We had to take the back door into the house. They were piled high. It was insane. I don't know what happened that Christmas.
That's crazy.
There was so many presents. It wasn't like there was other people. It was just the 9 of us, the 7 kids and the 2 parents. But
I mean, that's
a big family.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of presents. But
yeah, it was a lot.
To not be able to use your front door is insane.
It was insane.
Your dad and your stepmom must have gotten some crazy bonuses that year.
Yeah, I have no clue how that happened.
Yeah,
I just know that it did.
Yeah, either that or daddy got a brand new credit card. Right. And
likely. But so with my dad, that's how it is. But with my mom, we would legitimately like wake up at like 4 or 5 a.m., dark outside, wake up, open all our presents, have like hot cocoa, go the fuck back to sleep.
See, those are both fair. Those are both acceptable Christmas traditions.
Yeah.
We sometimes did open the one present the night before.
Midnight, yeah.
But it had not at midnight, but like the night before. But like everybody had to be on board with it and had to be like an agreed upon thing. So it only happened sometimes.
Yeah. Some people don't like to ruin it because it's Christmas. It's special.
Yeah.
I get it.
So like I said, everybody had to be on board with it. It wasn't, like, oh, some people are going to open one. Except for like the Red Sox swap.
Yeah.
That was always the night before. It was never the morning.
Well, yeah, it'd be too long of a process in the morning.
Well, we had
such
a big family that like the big meetup was Christmas Eve.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably should have mentioned that.
Yeah.
So the big meetup was like Christmas Eve, and you did get your presents from your other relatives, like the extended family and stuff, that night. And
just like your parents' presents in the immediate family.
So like the
socks.
Parents, the grandparents. Oh yeah, we get socks every year, and it's the present my dad is the most excited about.
He gets so upset when he doesn't get socks.
Yeah, one year it was the last present he opened was socks, and he was so bummed the whole time, like complaining about not getting socks. He's like, where are my socks? I want my socks. Everybody else got socks. And then finally he gets the package and he's like, fuck yeah.
Socks. Woo!
So excited for socks.
I love socks.
Socks are good.
I don't know why people get so upset about getting socks. Calm down.
Well, especially there's so many like nice socks
Yeah.
coming out. People have really focused on socks.
Socks and underwear.
Socks and there's some nice
Things that go
underwear
under
out
your
there,
clothes
too.
that no one sees, people love.
Dude, I need to upgrade my underwear game.
For real, but you
For
don't like when
sure.
I buy your underwear, so.
No, well, you buy okay. There's a whole bit about this, but
You don't have to go into it. I'm just not good,
yeah.
apparently, because I don't have a penis, so I don't realize you need a hole for your ding dong to go through. My bad.
I like the wiener hole in my underpants. I get the boxer briefs. Boxers are just too loose. When I pull up pants, they get all bunchy.
Yeah, it's like you're just wearing, I don't know, like a Speedo. It just scrunches up next to your hips. I don't get it. You're all lumpy. You're a lumpy boy.
Yeah, and I don't want to be a lumpy boy.
No.
I'm already lumpy enough. I got my
not
lumps.
lumpy.
I'm a lumpy chunky boy. That's me.
You're a lumpy space princess.
Oh my god. It's totally insane. Check out my lumps. But so I don't like boxers and I'm not buff enough to wear briefs. You know, I feel like the more in shape you are, the smaller
tighter.
of underpants you're allowed to wear. You
I
know?
feel you. So hashtag abs for Greece. You'll be able to get briefs.
If I get into hashtag abs for Greece, then I can absolutely wear some teeny tiny underwears.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
We'll get you a teeny tiny bathing suit for your hashtag abs for Greece.
Yeah, we're going to Greece. If I got abs, I could maybe not like just getting into abs. If you got serious abs, you can wear a Speedo.
No, but like a mid thigh short, like
Oh,
a shorter
yeah.
than regular bathing suit.
Yeah. Like if you wear those and like loafers, it'll look like I want you to join my yacht club.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's the aesthetic we're going for. Yacht club.
although also going the other way, the larger you are, the smaller underpant you can wear for comedic effect. It
Yes.
hits harder the bigger you get.
That's true. But also, I feel like a lot of bigger people, I don't know if it's like a fact because movies, you know, but in movies, a lot of big people wear like whitey tighties, which are small.
Yeah, comedic effect.
Tighty whities.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, what's Murray from the Goldbergs TV
Yes.
show? Tidy Whities, not a small guy,
No.
big boy.
Got a hard tummy though.
Yeah, that helps, I think.
Yes.
That or like Bert Kreischer's always wearing a Speedo. Although he's kind of gotten in shape recently. It's less funny.
It's losing it.
Yeah, he's him as a person not less
Yeah.
funny, but the wearing the Speedo thing less funny. And now it's more of like oh yeah, you could kind of pull that off now.
Yeah.
You know,
We've gone off course from holidays.
who cares? We're
Ended up
talking
in-
about
well, I had a question.
underpants. Okay.
I was gonna ask you how long you believed in Santa Claus.
Oh.
Sorry, spoiler alert, guys. Don't let your children hear this one, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I was still a little concerned about being on the naughty list, but no. I'd say like third grade,
Okay.
right around there.
Like what, 7, 8 ish.
Ish. Because I feel like that's around the time that like a lot of other kids
Start
started
to figure it out.
figuring
Or have
it
older
out.
siblings.
getting skeptical about it. And then I remember I went to Texas for Christmas one year. We took a road trip out to see my dad's sister who lives out there. And we went and I heard all the parents like downstairs making ruckus and stuff like late at night. And then when we got up to open presents the next day, they were all complaining about being up so late and like not getting any sleep and like getting the presents together. And I was like, all right, guys, this
Yeah,
is
they're
some
not being
bullshit. All these
very
presents are
discreet.
labeled Santa.
Yeah.
And you guys are terrible liars.
Yeah. Did you ever, well, probably not because I know your family, hindsight being as it is now that I've started this question. Did you ever believe in the Easter Bunny?
No.
The Tooth Fairy?
Yeah.
For how long?
Well,
Before or after you lost all your teeth?
I kept them believing that I believed in the tooth fairy because
keep getting
I was
that
making
cha-ching.
cash.
Yeah.
You know? But no, I definitely believed in the tooth fairy until I was, I'd say that one
Longer than Santa?
longer than Santa Claus. To be honest, probably about the same time. That's when I kind of stopped believing in everything.
Yeah.
Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, God, all of it. Like, it all kind of stopped right around that age. But the Tooth Fairy thing, I kept going for a while because I knew I was making money. And, so this one time my cousin lost a tooth. We were up at, we were staying at a cabin in the mountains.
Uh-huh.
And she lost her tooth and, like, told her parents. And was like, I lost a tooth. Woo. The tooth fairy's gonna come and visit me. And she put her tooth under her pillow. And this is what I think happened. Because when she reached under her pillow in the morning, she found like $1. And then she pulled out like another $1. And she was like, this is like double what I usually get. But then she kind of like reached in and kept pulling out money. And she pulled out like $10 out of,
nice.
but she was sleeping on like a futon, like couch type situation. And so I think somebody had lost a bunch of ones back there. And she just
was lucky.
Kept like pulling ones out hand over fist for this tiny tooth. And us as kids were losing our minds. The tooth fairy loves you, dude.
That's the thing I don't think's fair. Like, there needs to be some kind of like parent contract. Nobody give your child more than $5 per tooth or something. Because then you have like kids like, look at the tooth fairy gave me $20, and you got like poor tiny Tim over there who's broke as fuck, got 50 cents.
Yeah,
not fair.
$5 for a tooth is wild.
Yeah, no, it's wild. I'm just saying.
I got $5 for a tooth once. It was after that, and I knew the tooth fairy wasn't real for some time. But I finally lost like one of my molars. And I kept like bragging to my dad about how my cousin had made so much money. And I was like, I hope the tooth fairy brings me this much money and blah, 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 and this and that. And like I just kept kind of bringing it up. And then my dad gave me like $5 for my tooth. And I was like,
You feel bad?
No, I didn't feel bad at all. I fucking laid the groundwork for that.
Yeah.
I put in some work. But also, I feel like your tooth compensation should grow as you age.
Why?
Because when
there's
you're
less
3
money.
and you're, or
You shouldn't be losing
like
teeth when
5
you're 3.
and you start losing teeth, a quarter to you is like an astronomical amount of money.
Yeah.
You're, 25 cents, I can buy the earth. But,
you get.
then when you're, whatever, 10, 11, whatever, you're losing like your last teeth. 25 cents isn't going to get you shit. You know?
And you know it.
Yeah, and you know it. And you're like, this isn't worth my time.
Yeah.
But
I can get that. Do you agree with like there was some kind of petition or people going on about it a while ago saying that like gifts from Santa shouldn't be like crazy things for the same reason? Like if Santa gets you an Xbox but my family's poor and I get socks from Santa, and then I think like Santa hates me. Do you think like that more expensive gifts should be written off as like these are from your parents, and then other smaller things that like average Joe could afford, Mr. Teddy Bear over there, should be from Santa?
well, so that's kind of a two-parter for me.
Yeah.
Number one, don't censor me. Don't tell me what I can and can't get my kid and who I say it's from.
Yeah.
The world isn't a fair place.
No.
Grow up.
But it is sad as a child to
It's
think
sad.
that Santa hates you because you didn't get his cool stuff, because you probably asked for the same stuff. You
can think that, but also if you're that worried about it, if you're get creative. Well, how come Santa brought me this and I was so good, and then he brought Charlie an Xbox and that guy's a dick, and be like, Santa gives gifts according to tax brackets, bud. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
They got a different Santa than us.
This is a life lesson, you know? But also, as a parent,
yeah,
I would agree to that and give kids like medium-sized gifts.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna drop down to whatever the poorest kids' parents can afford.
Because then I'm getting hand-me-down shit.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, no, I don't think you should drop down to, what homeless Joe gets.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Life isn't fair.
But I think medium things is more acceptable. And also, I want the fucking credit for
that's
getting
what
that
I'm
Xbox.
gonna say. If I'm giving a kid this crazy present, I'm taking the credit.
Yeah, Santa's not getting shit.
No. Yeah,
Santa gave you a cool outfit and some new shoes.
Dude, even if I'm giving the kids some cool new shoes, like like let's say the kid's like starting to get into sneakers and I buy you like some dope Nikes or something.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting the credit for that. If I get you a Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, I'm getting the
spending
credit.
more than $50, Santa's not taking credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like don't tell me what I can and can't give my kid from Santa.
Definitely. I can see both sides. But I agree. From a parent's perspective, I want the fucking credit.
Yeah. I can understand where the idea is coming from. It's
a kind-hearted place to come from, because I can understand from like a child's perspective. You just you think at those times your world is yourself pretty much. As a child, you're pretty self-centered, so you start to think that it's your fault, and that's sad for a child to put that kind of pressure on themselves, thinking like, oh, I wasn't good enough, even if they were really good. And like if someone's got an asshole kid and they're buying them shit still, then they're just spoiling it, and that's their kid's fault. No, they're just gonna make a shitty person.
Like I said, I can totally understand where it's coming from, but it's the same thing with like kids being Jewish.
Yeah.
And
they don't get like, I don't know, maybe just the Jewish people I knew were like middle class Jewish people, because I feel like they don't get like a ton of cool shit. They get like socks and toothpaste and shit for most of the holiday, and then like the last day or whatever they get something rad. Well,
so we're obviously not Jewish and we're just kind of talking out of our ass here, but
from what I understand,
the point that I was trying to bring up is like you hear about a lot of Jewish kids being like, well, why isn't Santa bringing me anything? And
we don't believe in Santa.
Yeah. And they have to learn a life lesson.
Yeah.
Same thing for Christian kids.
You think Jewish kids ruin it a lot for people that believe?
If I was Jewish, I would fuck up Christmas for everybody. Hell yeah.
My grandma told me that Santa wasn't real when I was like 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because she told my sister, I might have even been younger. She told my sister was like 8, so I was probably like 6. And she was just like, you girls know Santa's not real, right? And we're like, no, we do. Thanks, Grandma.
Really? She just brought it up out of the blue like that?
It was near the holidays, but yeah, we were like helping set up for Christmas or something, probably talking about Santa. I don't know. I was young.
You just don't remember the rest of the conversation.
No, it was 6.
That was
I just remember being devastated.
Yeah, you just downloaded the Cliff Notes version into your brain.
Yeah. And my mom kept that alive until I was like 13, and I just let her because she was having fun stomping around in coal-covered boots and melting ice and chomping on carrots.
Yeah.
She was really committed to that for a long time. So, And don't you think, I don't know how it worked for your parents, but like you're so excited as a kid, like, oh my God, tomorrow I'm getting so many presents, it's Christmas. Mm-hmm. And you can't go to sleep. You're too excited. Like my mom used to like try and like drug us pretty much. She'd give us like chamomile tea, take a little cold medicine, go to sleep so I can wrap this shit. I think that's a little weird.
No.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
My dad would just be like, stay in the room. Santa won't come if you don't stay in your room.
Well, I think that's what that part of the myth is for.
Yeah.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
I still wouldn't sleep. That's why me and Becca would wake Mom up at like 4 a.m. I'd just be awake.
Yeah.
Waiting to hear something from Santa. And then I hear my mom stomping around and jingling bells and shit, pretending she's Santa Claus. She knew we were sleeping.
Yeah, but also like if Santa's getting into that many houses at night and he's trying to not be heard or seen, Santa's not wearing bells. He's not stomping around. Santa is a ninja in a red suit.
Yeah. Did you ever believe in leprechauns? Like for St. Patrick's Day?
I mean, like when I was in kindergarten and they like told me about them.
Yeah. I think up until maybe second grade, like in class, we would try and make like leprechaun traps. Did you ever do that?
No.
Okay, so in class, it'd be like a project the day before St. Patrick's Day, or if it was on a weekend, what have you. I don't know what day St. Patrick's Day, if it's always on the same day, but we would set up a trap, like a hamper situation to like fall on a leprechaun, and then we'd come back the next day and they'd make us like wait outside the classroom because like they knew they'd set up this whole thing. And we'd come in and they'd have like little paper green footprints all over, and like things would be knocked over. It was a whole fucking ordeal.
Yeah, because leprechauns leave green paper behind for
Yes,
footprints.
They do.
Nice.
They do. And like, the trap would be
Sprung.
as a whole thing.
Nice.
You never did that?
No, I never did that.
Did your parents ever elf on a shelf?
No, we didn't really elf on a shelf. We did the pickle ornament thing. It's like find
You're
the
a pickle
pickle or
ornament.
something. Yeah, nice. We did the one, it was like this green pickle, and they hung it up somewhere on the tree, and at some point like you had to find it.
Was it hard to find?
It's hard to find because there's a lot of
little?
other ornaments on the tree. It's probably like an inch and a half long.
Okay, I was gonna say like a giant pickle hanging from your tree, like a normal sized pickle.
Like a little gherkin.
Oh, got it. Tiny pickle.
Yeah. Also, you're a gherkin.
You're a tiny pickle.
But so we did that, and I think whoever found it, they usually got like a gift card or something. My grandma used to work for In-N-Out. Like she did the insurance for them or something, and so
many In-N-Out gift cards, certificates.
Dude, it was the best.
It was awesome. That's what I remember getting from them.
Yeah, and it was
first year.
always In-N-Out certificates, gift cards, and it was the good ones too. It was like
Free full meal.
yeah, it was a free meal. It wasn't just like
Burger.
here's a couple bucks to In-N-Out, or like here's
Cool
a
thing
free
about those certificates
burger.
is they didn't care if it was expired. They still
They never did.
no, they never
did.
check.
Yeah.
Because I think the last time we used one of those, it expired in like 2016. It was so long ago, and they were just like, okay.
When was the last time we used one of those?
Like 2 times ago when we were down in California, Mom had like 2 left.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Your mom, how she hoards those things and then pulls them out at the randomest times.
Yeah, those things are gold. They're valuable. No,
When I was
love
just
those
down there,
things.
your mom was trying to pawn a bunch of stuff off on me. She was like, here, you need this, and here's your certificate for the outlet mall. And here, I'm like, dude, I'm here for 2 days. Give it to Becca.
She gave us this tiny bear.
She did. I mean, it's pretty big, actually. It's a bear.
It's a medium-sized bear. It's
Footstool
bigger than our dog.
thing that like children would play on, I assume. I actually had one very similar. This one's from Austin's childhood, I guess, and his siblings, when asked by his parents if they wanted it, decided that we wanted it because I think it's because they didn't want it in their rooms or to take care of this thing, but they told their mom.
I legitimately
That
think
was-
it's because we're the only ones who have space.
Yeah, it's possible,
Yeah.
but we're also most likely to have children first, so I guess it makes sense. But I had a similar one, a little bit larger and like more realistic looking, but it was a polar bear when I was a child, and I remember we would just sit on it and like pretend like we were bunking Broncos on that thing and be like,
Yeah,
rocking
we
all
did
over
that
the
too.
place.
That's why this motherfucker's back is flat.
Yeah, was it round at one point?
I think so.
No, ours was always flat.
Was it?
Yeah, like it was for sitting, for stool purposes.
Yeah, I think, now that I
cute.
look at it, it's probably what it is for. But I just remember like jumping on it and rolling over it, and
Yeah.
like it was just something that we played on.
It's cute.
Isn't that weird?
I like
As
'em.
kids, it's like if anything's higher than the ground, you can play on it.
Yep. And it's like amazing to play on.
We're like, look at I climbed on this thing.
I'm king of the bear.
I'm taller than the rest of you.
But yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, so you went down to California.
Wow, we went so off course if that's where we were. Yeah, I went down to California. It was good. And the holidays are coming up now. It's officially the Christmas season. I can acknowledge it the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Pre that, it's Thanksgiving. I like Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite holidays, honestly. Not a lot of work. It has the anticipation of being like, ooh, Christmas is coming. Mm-hmm. And the food's good. Yeah.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's food's great.
A lot of people say you could just get rid of Thanksgiving because you can eat the same stuff
On Christmas? I can understand that, but Christmas isn't about the meal.
No.
Thanksgiving is
about food.
about the meal and getting together for the meal. Christmas
being thankful.
Christmas is you can kind of do the same stuff, but it's not the main focus. The main focus is like purchasing and giving,
Yeah. My favorite part about Christmas is giving people stuff. I don't like getting presents, as we know. I'm not good at it. But I love buying stuff for people. I hate spending money, but I like getting stuff for people.
Yeah.
It's a weird situation I have. But Christmas is coming up. Super excited to be done with it, honestly. Because I've had these ideas for presents in my head for so long. I just want to give them to people.
Yeah.
As soon as I stopped believing in Santa Claus for my mom, it just turned into like Christmas month from like December 1st until pretty much the New Year's. Not like after Christmas, it didn't even matter. We'd give each other a gift like every day. Look at what I got you.
Oh, well, you
can't,
and
like,
your
contain
family
it.
are so bad at keeping secret gifts. Like,
It's just so exciting. I just want to give you what I got you, I haven't gotten you anything yet because you just got yourself a car.
yeah, we did. We saved up. We got a car. Well, I got a car.
I have a car.
You have.
You had a car, but it was shit.
Oh, dude, so bad.
Now you're fancy.
Now I'm fancy.
Rolling around in 2018.
2018 Subaru
Forester.
Subaru Forester.
You guys might have seen that post too. He's gone full Oregonian.
Got
a
the
beard.
flannel, the beard, like coffee.
Drives a Subaru.
Drives a Subaru. Always
No turning
moist.
back. Next step to truly be full Oregonian, believe in Bigfoot.
Yeah,
That's your last step.
That's a little bit of a stretch. we talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah, in the last episode. I'm just saying that's the true last
Oregonian.
Oregonian move.
Yeah.
I can't grow a beard, so I can never be Oregonian. It's a shame.
Yeah, I mean.
Or, what I could do to be true a full Oregonian is like start making kombucha or something and get a Subaru.
Yeah, making kombucha is one. Definitely a full Oregonian thing.
Go hiking in the rain in like shorts.
Yeah, wearing shorts in cold weather. Why is that a thing?
I don't know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I used to do it as a
Yeah.
kid. I went through this period where I would only wear shorts.
Yeah.
That's it.
Showing off them calves and anks.
Like I was a little kid. It wasn't anything to show off. Like,
I think that's what people are doing here. We just saw a guy up in Portland that was wearing like the mid-thigh shorts and it was 30 degrees outside.
dude.
It was fucking freezing.
Yeah. And that like
Me and Austin were bundled and freezing.
we were bundled and freezing, and this guy's walking around in shorts. His dick must be gone.
Just
As
inside
the
of him.
wind whips up the short legs.
Maybe he's from like Canada or something. Somewhere way colder.
Maybe, but still,
It's cold.
body doesn't like that.
No. But I think he was just showing off them calves for the ladies.
He didn't have nice calves. Just medium calves.
Medium.
Didn't have any cool tattoos.
No.
Just
Just a lot of hair.
a hipster.
He was wearing a hoodie at least.
Yeah, which makes it weirder.
At least his top half was
Yeah,
warm.
don't wear a hoodie and shorts. Anyways, what I
That's
was
a
saying
California
earlier, I went through this whole thing where I only wore shorts as a kid, and there's a picture of us standing in front of standing in front of the Grand Canyon, and it had snowed on the Grand Canyon in like Arizona. It's something
happens.
but not very often. And people don't think the picture's real because I'm wearing like a winter jacket and like jean shorts.
You wore jorts.
Yeah, I was in
Cool.
like 4th grade, and it was the late 90s.
That'll happen.
Yeah,
If you were in
so
4th grade, you would have been the early 2000s, man. You're not that old. You didn't even start school until
it
2000.
is the early 2000s. Whatever. I don't know how old I am. I
just
don't
saying.
know how time works. Time's an illusion.
You maybe started kindergarten in 99 since you graduated in 2011. Just got to think about
Yeah.
12 years.
12 grades.
Yeah.
12 grades.
Yeah, and you were not in kindergarten in that picture. I've seen it.
No.
So it was early
I was in
2000s.
like 4th or 5th grade.
Yeah, 04.
Early 2000s, whatever.
God, Austin, fact check yourself.
Never. Can't make me. But yeah, people think the picture's fake because, I mean, number one, it's snowing in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
And number
It
two,
snows in the desert. I don't know why people think it doesn't.
my top and my bottom half don't match
No,
at all.
that's the weird part.
Yeah. So don't wear a hoodie and shorts.
I mean, you're talking to all of Southern California right now, and they're not listening, man.
Don't wear a hoodie and shorts. I'm sticking by
You know,
it.
it was a weird thing people did in high school that I didn't get. I never got behind, but it was only guys that did it, so it didn't matter. It was wear the hoodie with a t-shirt over it.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever get that?
No, I mean I
It
saw
was
it.
strange. It was all over the place down there in Orange County. I don't know
Yeah.
if anywhere else caught on to that strange trend. But it'd be just like a black or white, just like a neutral colored hoodie with like,
I think the blacks and the whites did that.
yeah. Well, yeah, they did. There wasn't that many blacks at our school. I mean, Orange County, there are a lot of Asians, a lot of whites, a couple blacks.
And now we moved to Oregon. It's
Yep.
kind of the same thing.
Same thing. But like a black or white hoodie or like a neutral color and then like another neutral colored plain t-shirt over it. And then your True Religion's got to have the True Religion sagging.
Oh God, the True Religions were huge for a while.
Yeah. Make sure that they go almost all the way down to the toe of your shoe, completely under the shoe.
Yeah, that, I tried to get in on that for a little bit,
Yeah.
and it drove my mom insane.
Yeah, I'm sure.
She's like, "You are ruining your jeans." I'm like, "No, it looks cool." And she's
Fashion.
like, no, it doesn't.
I'm fashion. Yeah.
Much fashion.
With Jack Purcell's, not Converse.
Oh yeah, I remember there was.
Becca loves Jack Purcell's to this day. My sister's obsessed.
Yeah,
She's always loved Jack Purcell's more than Converse.
I always thought it was weird that they named the shoe after a dog.
Jack Purcell?
Well, everyone says Jack Russell.
Oh, like a Jack
Terriers.
Russell Terrier. Got it. I think it's a
Well,
Purcell.
the P falls away.
Yeah.
You know, I'll fucking play it back. It's Jack Russell. But yeah, I don't know. They always just look like Converse to me. And there's like all the different variations of Converse. I'm like,
I think they look totally different than Converse, but
Really?
yeah.
eh.
They have a weird toe thing.
So do Converse.
Well, they have like, it's like thicker on the toe part, like it's raised, whereas Converse just kind of goes into it. It's like an extra cap they put like a dick. It's like the head of a penis with the seam just on the top, not all the way around. It's very weird.
Yeah,
Becca wears them all the time. She still does to this day. She has a pair.
I don't know.
She was just wearing it when I was down there.
I was never that into shoes.
I know. It's one of the only things I am kind of into as far as fashion goes.
Is shoes.
Yeah,
Well,
like tennis shoes.
Girl shoes have like a lot more that they do.
Yeah.
Guy shoes are getting awful now.
Why?
Have you seen them?
Oh, like the ugly sneakers
Yeah,
trend. That's
they're
everybody. It's not even
awful.
boys. It's everybody. And they're expensive is the other thing.
Yeah.
They're not cheap to look ugly.
Well, so like girl shoes still like, you know, especially like now that it's fall, it's like the like tan and black and brown like boots that like zip up the side.
But those
and
tennis
they got
shoes
a
that you're
little
talking
heel.
about
Those
are
nice.
everybody does
Yeah.
them. Boys, girls, children,
They're awful.
dogs, everyone.
They're terrible. You know?
Yeah.
Like I saw one that was like it looked like somebody like unzipped an avocado. Like it was gross.
Yeah, I don't get the ugly tennis shoe thing that people do. Ugly sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
But people like them. They're ugly and chunky. They look like early 2000s Skechers, but they're like $1,000.
Yeah, why are shoes getting fat again? Like
Why do people put such giant phone cases on their phones that they need to be small? You know? Like, oh, look at how small and sleek this phone is. I'm going to put an entire fucking book on this phone.
oh.
I don't get it. You know, they have such like giant, like your phone is a sriracha bottle. Have you seen these cases?
Mhm.
They have phones
mean-
that are like cases that look like anything.
Yeah, they got like the
they're so
little
huge.
plastic things going around.
But it
or
makes your phone
whatever.
like 3 times bigger.
Yeah.
It's crazy pants. Can't even.
Was-
I mean, I feel like it's mostly girls, so they're just putting it in their purse. I'd
Yeah.
put mine in my pocket, but it's crazy.
Was it one of our friends glued a horse to the back of their phone?
No, she just shared a post about it.
Oh,
She did
I thought
not
she
do
actually
it.
did it. Oh, damn
It was like a toy horse.
I thought she did it, and I was
No,
really
I
excited.
would have died if she did it. No, she just shared a post of somebody else that did it, and they had glued it too close to the camera. So it's photo bombing every picture.
But it's just like this little horse face. They glued it to the back of their phone.
It's like a pop socket situation, I
Yeah,
guess.
so that it like held. They could use like the rest of their hand to like hold their phone up, and then but they glued it just a little bit too far up to where like the horse's face peeked into every single picture.
So fucking funny.
It's hilarious. I love it. But I thought she actually did it, which is
No.
why I thought it was so funny.
No, I would have died too if it was
Yeah.
actually her. I was just mostly funny as a situation, but if it was someone I actually knew that did it,
Yeah.
it would have been better.
But also my first thought was, why are you gluing a horse to your phone? It makes it so
So, like very
inconvenient.
distinguishable, you know, like
Yeah,
when
but
they
then,
tell you to like tie something crazy to a suitcase so you know it's yours. It's like that, but with a phone.
yeah, but then you can't put your phone down.
You can just face down.
What if I want to put it down and look at it?
No.
Yeah, dumb. Don't like it.
Have you
People are
seen? I shared
dummies.
this. I tagged Beck in this thing, and it was like, these are like the best travel products. And there was one. It was like a suitcase cover that you like put over your suitcase so that you can like easily distinguish it, like a design on it. And it was like a giant thing of your own fucking face.
Whoa.
And you're like, ha! Like,
I like
Steve-O's back on your suitcase,
That's
you know?
cool.
Yeah. I thought it was hilarious. I was dying.
I like it. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
We
I'm gonna
should
get
do
you a
that.
giant thing of my face though for yours.
Only if I can be on yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I'm not
We're
going
in
to be.
agreeance.
I'm not the only one who's going to have somebody else's face on my.
We try really hard
Stuff.
not to check our bags, so
We do try really hard not to check our bags anywhere we go.
yeah.
Doesn't matter if we're going for 2 weeks or if we're going for a day. We're like, I got a backpack and a carry-on,
Yeah.
and that's it.
I don't need anything else. Mm-hmm. Better not buy anything on this trip.
Yeah. Faith doesn't bring a purse. She brings a backpack.
Yep. If I do bring a purse, it's inside of a backpack.
Mm-hmm. Light travelers.
Try to be.
I mean, really, what do you need? You know, like
Underwear.
yeah, you need
Although
some
I
underwear.
did forget to pack enough underwear last time we went to California. I just went and bought some
Yeah, that's what you can do that.
because I had done laundry like right before we left, so I just forgot to grab it out of the laundry. I only had like 2 pairs.
But so really, you need underwear and socks. You need a lot of pairs of socks
Yeah.
because nobody wants to reuse socks.
I mean, I have.
I mean, yeah, we all have, but you don't want to, especially if
crusty.
you're on vacation and you're walking all over the place.
Yeah.
But you need a bunch of socks, bunch of underwear. You can wear pants
A couple times.
a
3-4
few times in a row, no
Yeah.
problem.
I'm gonna bring so much to Greece, just so you know. I'm
Are- you think we're
all
gonna
the
check
cute
something?
dresses. No, probably not. I'm gonna Marie Kondo that shit. I'm gonna look up how to pack efficiently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna Google it. I have Googled it, but I'll forget by the time that we're packing.
Yeah, no, I'm not great at that. I'm good at fitting a lot of stuff into one bag,
Yeah.
but
can't
I'm
fold
not
for
good.
shit.
And I can't fold for shit
No.
at all. I definitely have you fold stuff for
Yeah,
me, but
I do.
I'm good at organizing and fitting it into the space. But then as soon as we actually go somewhere,
It's a mess.
it's a mess.
Yeah.
Like it's like when you like you get something that you order it and you open it and you're like, how did they fit this in here? And
Yeah.
as soon as you open it, you can't fit it back in. It's exactly like that, except I'm the one who packaged it and I still can't figure out
Yeah,
how to
bags
get it
are
all back.
always fuller on the way back. I think it's because you don't like fold dirty clothes because you don't know if you wore it already when you're on your trip, but then you have to like fit it in there still.
Yeah.
I always try to like compartmentalize. I always put like my dirty clothes are on the left side of my bag or whatever. It's just where they live.
Mine always starts like that,
Yeah,
never ends like that.
I know. I've shared a suitcase with you before. Never again.
No, it's a
It's
mess.
not good.
It's a mess.
Yeah. But I have looked up, I saw a video of Marie Kondo doing her like file folder thing. And there you like fold your clothes. So like each is like in a row I don't know, horizontally, I guess, instead of stacked.
Oh, I think. I
And
know
you could
what you're talking
like
about.
you fold it a certain way so you can see like the design if there's a design on it, so you know what shirt it is. And then you like roll a bunch of stuff.
Huh.
I don't know. It's supposed to be good. I know my friend Kelly, like when she backs more than one pair of shoes, she'll put like her underwear and her socks in her shoes.
Well, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I don't like to put my underwear in my shoes because that seems gross.
Really? All right.
Feet are sweaty.
Feet do get
And they
sweaty.
stink. I don't want my underwear to be all stinky and then go on my who. Ew. Ew.
Yoo-hoo.
Exactly.
Sounds like you're calling someone yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo.
Ew. No, I don't like it.
No, it's not good.
I feel like lady underwear takes up so much less space,
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yours is like shirt sized. Like,
Pretty much.
yeah, when I fold a t-shirt, it's like the size of your underwear.
But
Depends on the underwear, I guess, you're wearing.
I feel like you're calling
if you're
me
wearing
fat.
thongs.
Got a lot of underwear.
No,
No.
they're just bulky. If you wear smaller underwear. Not
You
like
gotta get more
size-wise,
buff.
but like the actual fabric.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you're wearing like thongs, you could pack like a million of those things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cool. All right. Well, this is
Happy holidays,
happy
guys!
holidays, everybody. We're doing this has been another episode of Your Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at Faith and Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
That's not
that's-
my book.
That's
It just
the
has a lisp.
Faith's Facebook.
Yep. You can find us at Yura Podcast, YOUREA Podcast on Instagram or YuraPodcast.com. And then if you look on Facebook, just search Yura Podcast with the spaces and all that, and you'll find us. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us some love,
Share us
drop
with your
some
friends,
comments. Yeah.
colleagues,
Let us
family, whatever.
what your weird holiday traditions are. Drop us a comment. And you can find me at I Wish I Could Tag Faith, no spaces, on Instagram.
And I'm Austin J. Kassler. Just the letter J between Austin and Kassler.
Do you want to tell them where they can find you on Facebook?
Austin Kassler. It's easy stuff, man. Just look me up. I'm there.
All right, guys. Well, we will talk at you later. Have a good week. And just remember, you're a podcast.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.